because she's been asked how she spends her leisure time. Quarter of time football, quarter of 360 degrees, that's 90 degrees. I'll draw that on there, measure that obviously with other things, label it's 90, and that's football. And actually, if you just drawing 90 degrees there, got you the first mark. Friends 2/5 at a time, so I've got to do 2/5 of 360. So I'm going to find out 1/5 of 360 first. So I can do 360, divide it by 5, use bus shelter method. Does 5 go into 3? No, so I carry the 3. Does 5 goes into 36? Yes, it goes 7 times into 35, so there's 1 left over. 5's into 10, it goes 2. So 1/5 is 72 degrees, so 2/5, I need to do 72 times it by 2. I quite like adding it like this. That's 4, 14. 144 degrees. I'm going to write down 144 degrees because if I see that, it probably gets me another mark, and that's going to go down something like that, but you're obviously going to measure it, and that's 144 degrees, and that's friends. And then we've got 3/20, so we've got to do 3/20 of 360. Again, I can divide by 20. It does work. I'll try and show you how it works. If I do 360 and divide it by 20, does 20 go into 3? No, it doesn't. So carry the 3 across. Does 20 go into 36? Yep, it goes once with 16 left over. And does 20 go into 160? Well, it goes 5 times into 100, and then 6 times into 120, 7 times 140, and 8 times into 160. So 1/20 is 18, and I want to have 3/20, so that's 18, 18, and 18. Good, times by 3. That's 24. That's 54. So that's 54 degrees. So I need to draw 54 degrees, which comes up to somewhere around here. And label it, that's tablet. And label the rest music. And you get 1 mark for labeling all the categories. So make sure you do that. What fraction of her leisure time does she spend listening to music? Well, what I would do, I'll say we've got 90 degrees here, and we've got 54 degrees here. So I would actually add those up. So I'll do 90 and 144 and 54, and that comes to 8, 9, 18, 288. And so that would need another 72 degrees. That's what this bit will be, 72 degrees. So the fraction will be 72 degrees out of 360. So I would just leave it like that. You could, if you wanted to, do a quarter plus 2/5 and plus 3/20 and see what that ends up being. So you add those 3 together, and these are all going to 20, so I'm going to put them all over 20, and this one over 20, and that one over 20. That is already 3/20. And so what I've got to do here, I'm going to times top and bottom by 5, because 5 fours make me 20, so that'll be 5. This one here I'm going to have to times by 4, because 5 times 4 gives me 20, so the top bit will be 8, and altogether that will now give me 5, 13, 14, 15, 16 20ths. So it's going to be 16 20ths, so music must be 4 20ths or 1/5. And they're all equivalent fractions. Any of those, 72 over 360, 4 20ths or 1/5, all of them are good enough. And that's 8 done.